source to the market. And the key infrastructure, the processing infrastructure, the transportation infrastructure. The transportation of the gas has three components: the gathering of it, the transmission of it. You've heard about transmission system, at least by Gridco and all those. Whilst Gridco's transmission system are over these pylons, over our heads, gas transmission systems, pipelines, are buried about 2 meters underneath our feet. But they are both called transmission lines. That's the difference. Then there's the distribution, what Gridco does. We also have distribution pipelines that goes into the fences of all those end users. These are the infrastructure that Ghana Gas really is involving. In addition to regulating and metering. You need to meter so you know how much to charge your customers. Bottom left. The bottom left are the FPSOs. That is where we currently are getting some oil and gas. Now the oil is sold offshore and the gas comes to Ghana Gas for processing. So those FPSOs there, floating production, storage, offloading, really is what we call them. One is named after Kwame Nkrumah, one is named after Professor Mills, one is named after our President Kufuor, which is the Sankofa one. Now, you would also note, and if you don't, I would let you know that the Kwame Nkrumah one and the Mills ones actually handle wet gas. The gas is rich with oil. And so that is where we extract LPG that we bring to your homes. But the one from Kufuor is actually dry. But we commingle the two, and then we pass them through that pipeline that goes to Takoradi. All the dark lines are existing infrastructure. And those that are dotted, the broken lines, are ones that we plan into the future. So this really is our existing and planned infrastructure when it comes to gas. Look to your left, supply. Then go to your extreme right, the demand. That is the market, what we use the gas for. Everything in between is what I've been talking about in terms of gathering, processing, transmission, and distribution. That is what Ghana Gas does. The gas suppliers, the ENIs of the world, Tallow, Cosmos, GMPC, they bring the gas. We take custody of the gas. We make sure that we refine the gas to a form where it can be used. And not just for power generation, but also for non-power application. So this is a summary of what it is. The gas value chain, or the gas industry in Ghana as it is today. But it's not enough to just have a supply plan. Oh yes, we know what we're going to use the gas for. There also should be some institutional framework that will drive or enable this industry to thrive. I'm talking about having institutions that are responsible, for instance, for selling of gas, for processing of gas, institutions, regulatory institutions that would regulate the functions of even those who construct these infrastructures. Private sector participation, very important. What are the enabling environment to provide access to finance? Because look, these infrastructures require tremendous capital. What enabling environment do we have to bring investors to help us do that. What about local content provision? How are we helping those within the country participate in this industry? Fortunately, we have LI 2204 that allows us to do that. Capacity building, very near and dear to my heart, very important. Community relations. And then we also need a Gas Act. A Gas Act, we can do all that, but we also need a Gas Act that will provide the legal impetus for all the things that we've talked about, or else we won't have a very stable industry.
Please subscribe.